So how can you know that your tension is really correct on your sewing machine when you thread it? So I'm going to show you a little test for your upper thread tension and for your bobbin thread tension so that you'll know that your machine is threaded properly. So right now I know my machine is threaded properly, and when I have my presser foot up and I pull my upper thread, the thread should pull really freely through here. I should be able to just freely pull this thread, no obstruction at all. Looks great. When I put my presser foot lifter down and I pull that thread, I should feel resistance. Like when I pull this thread, I shouldn't be able to pull it like that again. I should see, in fact, when I pull it, I should even see the needle tugging a little bit because I'm feeling resistance on that thread. Then I know my tension is threaded properly. If my presser foot lifter is down like this and I can pull it freely, that means that you did not get your thread, when you threaded the machine, you did not get your thread into the tension assembly properly, and you will need to cut your thread, remove it, make sure your presser foot lifter is raised, because that's probably why that happened, is you had your presser foot lifter down when you threaded, and then just rethread the machine and you'll be fine. So that, again, when it's down and threaded properly, when I pull this, I should see, you can even see the needle tugging there a little bit. That is correct. When I lift it up, it should move freely. That's correctly threaded. If this is down and you can pull freely and really pull that freely, it's not threaded correctly. Now your bobbin tension, let me just show you that one. Take this little cover off, open this hinged latch cover. There's a little test you can do for the, we call this a front-loading style bobbin. And when this is threaded correctly, I should be able to like kind of snap my wrist or jerk my wrist a little bit, and it should drop just a little tiny bit, like maybe an inch at the most. And that, you know, you've got good tension on there. There's a little screw on the side of this bobbin case, and the screwdriver that comes with your machine is perfectly fitted for this little screw. And you don't have to turn this much, and this should really be after you've tried the upper thread tension. This should be the last place you look. This should need very little adjusting. But if this is too loose, let me just show you what too loose looks like. Let me see if I can get it to see how, like, now when I release it, it just falls. If it's falling like that, that's not enough tension on your bobbin case. So you want to put your little screwdriver tip in the tip of that little screw and turn that back so that when you snap your wrist, it just goes about an inch or so. If it's not going at all, it's maybe a little too tight, and you want to just give that a little tweak so it just has a little bit of give, and then you know you've got good tension on your bobbin case. So let's put that back in there so we can continue sewing. And again, we'll just set that in here with that little arm pointing up at 12 o'clock. Make sure that snaps in place. Hold your needle thread, turn your hand wheel toward you. Always turn your hand wheel toward you. That's one thing I want to also mention is particularly on machines with a front load style bobbin, you don't want to turn your hand wheel away from you. I almost always see beginners just grab that hand wheel when they want to move it, and they turn it naturally away from them. It has to come forward in order for the stitch to cycle properly. If you turn it backward, you may cause a thread jam in your machine. And it's just from turning that backward and making the cycle go opposite. So just keep turning that toward you. If you find that you've done that, just take all the thread out, rethread your machine, and just keep turning that hand wheel toward you.